What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Scene Snobs Reviews, and this is where we watch new movies that come out each week, tell you what we think about them, the good, the bad, and everything in between. And this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't had a chance to check out any of these movies, make sure to go check them out and then come back and then also comment along, because we'd love to hear what you guys think about them. Today we're reviewing the new fighting MMA movie, Beast, directed by Tyler Atkins and starring Daniel McPherson and Russell Crowe. Daniel McPherson plays a veteran MMA fighter who was also a champion at a time, who's down on his luck. He's been to prison since that time, and now he's working as a fisherman just trying to make ends meet for his family. Well, he's starting to get poked and prodded by an old adversary who he beat in a ring years before and now is back and has it in for him and is taking it out on his brother. There's a lot about this story that I found really interesting and I liked, but there were certain plot points that were trying to pay homage to some of the old fighting movies that we know. There's things like Warrior in here, Rocky, and so many more. You could see all the influences as you watch it, and they kind of take away from the story that we're watching unfold. I really did like Daniel McPherson, who doesn't have a lot of acting credits in his name, nor anybody else in this movie outside of Russell Crowe, really. And their acting prowess in this movie is limited, and honestly, Russell Crowe seems like he's phoning it in. That's one of the big issues with this movie, is that it can be kind of grating and cringy at times with certain ways the dialogue is being delivered and things like that. But you can tell that everybody outside of Russell Crowe is really trying, and there's something to that. There's a feel to it that you actually kind of enjoy. You like how the chemistry is playing off of each other, even if it's not the strongest in the way of acting or emoting. They really are trying, they're really coming together, and they really do like each other as they're making this movie, and that does shine through. But honestly, I wish the homages kind of went away and you took them out, because then that way you could focus on what makes this story really solid and interesting. And that is the dynamics and the connection between the family members and what the motivations of each of these characters truly is. I actually enjoyed the scope of the technical assets. You can definitely tell that this is a movie that is limited on its budget when you're watching it, but really did put forth some good talent in the camera, in the sound, and how things work out. The movie feels bigger than the budget that it had, and it does make the movie feel bigger in terms of that presence. And it adds to the movie that we're presented with here. Overall, the movie does run a little bit longer than it needs to be. I think there's some fights that are added into this that don't really need to be there, but I do like how it is unfolding the stories in real time. We're not getting flashbacks, we're not getting glimpses, we're seeing the brothers play off of each other, we're seeing the dynamics between the character and his family, and all of these different people playing off of each other, and this history being brought back in the present rather than just kind of shining back to it. And that is very interesting to the story. My only biggest issue with this story is that they never really give you an in-depth look at the past, even in the dialogue or exposition that's being delivered. I really wish they kind of didn't leave things open-ended, like what did he go to prison for, what happened between them, that there was such a divide after they broke up years earlier when he was a champion, and led them to the point that they're at now. You'll understand what I mean whenever you go check out this movie, but they really don't present you with what happened in between the early life and what's happening going on with the present. I'd love to know what you guys think, though. Sound off in the comments. Did you like Beast? Let me know. I can't wait to hear it. I love when you guys leave comments on all of our older movie reviews and our newer movie reviews, and how these movies impacted you and what you think. But until then, make sure to like, comment, subscribe along with us. We have new movie reviews coming out all the time, old movie reviews, movie discussions, everything in between. We'd love for you to be a part of the Snob Nation here at the Scene Snobs channel. Thank you guys again. We also have a Patreon available. There's a free tier and paid tiers, so that way you can support the channel and it all goes back into building this out. Follow us at the Scene Snobs all over social media and Letterboxd and Substack, where we do written reviews and more as well. Until next time, everybody, make sure you take care of yourselves. That's important. Be kind, rewind, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.